Hi. Okay, so this one is about love in death and birth, or you could just say like endings and beginnings. So, this unconditional love, or neutral love as they call it, if this becomes a thing globally, and we're assuming that it's going to be just based on like all the information that we've been given, and it's like kind of a big deal, and there's a lot of beings involved. So, we're assuming this is going to happen, and millions, if not billions, of people are going to start living from their heart space. And so, what does that mean, like, as far as what's going to happen? There's going to be a lot of like what we would call death and birth of things. And so it's the death of economics and money as we know it, and then it's like basically the birth of heart-centered living, trading, distribution, and like higher universal standard of living. It's the death of scarcity. It's the birth of heart-guided etheric formulation for basically all the goods that we need. What does this look like? Neutral love. If people are really following this, they're tuning into their heart space, they're connecting with the universal mind, universal consciousness, etc. It's the death of conventional education. So, and it's the birth of customized, you'd say like acceleration and expansion of interdimensional knowledge, skills, awareness, and more. It's the death of conventional religions. It's the birth of like heart-centered belief systems that are connected to like a universal mind. Neutral love, it's really going to lead to the death of political systems, and essentially like the birth of like heart-centered public servants. And so it's the death of conventional science. It's the birth of interdimensional etheric scientific models that are technologically based as well as like heart-centered. They're like a combination involved there. It's going to be the death of conventional transportation, of course, and it'll be the birth of free anti-gravity transportation, free, like free energy, anti-gravity stuff. The death of conventional energy production, it better be, or what the hell's the point of all of it? It'll be the birth of like clean, wireless, unlimited, renewable magnetic energy and similar technologies. Basically, you're going to be looking at like the death of conventional medicine, and the birth of like multi-dimensional, like pulsating healing of all disease and injury of across the board, of the definitely the death of conventional agriculture, and the birth of non-GMO magnetically charged food and growing of food, the death of pollution producing industries across the board, and hopefully and definitely it better be, or the program isn't working very well, the birth of clean sustainable manufacturing and reformulation, deformulation of matter. Now, as far as people go, it should and it will be, a lot of these things may not happen obviously immediately, but we are moving into that human evolutionary space. So we're talking like the death of racism, sexism, poverty, economic stratification, and more, and the birth of interdimensional perception, which leads to like celebrating differences and creating equality for all people around the globe. The death of the illusion of separation, for sure, and the birth of consciousness of oneness. The death of dominating polarizations, and really the birth of the power of neutral and polarities across the board that have a predominance of neutral, and then of course subsets of that. You would say the death it's really the death of death. So that would be like the birth of incarnations that essentially will go on until we choose to end them from heart-centered consciousness. So people will stay in their incarnations as long as they're guided to do so through the universal mind, the connection to cosmic consciousness, and through their heart centers. And it could be hundreds of years, it could be thousands, and it may be much shorter time. And so it's really kind of embracing that we have multiple incarnations going all the time, and we never, our true selves are basically eternal. So let's give you like, it's just a recap of different things, but you get the idea how dramatic this is for the transformation of our planet and the death of so many things that are involved in our societies, and then the birth of so many new amazing positive things. So please send any questions and comments that you have, and I'll see you again.